The European Union has unveiled an ambitious new climate change plan. The package proposes sweeping action on resource imports, carbon pricing, and energy efficiency, and it aims to reduce emissions in the bloc by 55% from 1990 levels. But the plan is expected to face a long road of negotiations before it can kick into action. CBC's Tessa Arcilia is tracking this story live from London. Big plan. What stands out in the package, Tessa?
Well, so Hannah, first of all, this is essentially a very technical piece of policy that they plan, a blueprint, if you will. But the wording that the EU policymakers gave in presenting this really was highlighting the sense of urgency. And they say they're doing this, they're making it as ambitious as they can in order to give humanity a fighting chance. Those are the words that they use to present this. They're calling it the Fit for 55, as you say, slashing greenhouse gas emissions by 55% by 2030 compared to 1990 levels. Again, big transitions, huge changes required to get this done. Take a listen to what the EU Commission Chief Ursula von der Leyen had to say.
Our package aims to combine the reduction of emissions with measures to preserve nature and to put jobs and social balance at the heart of this transformation.
Now, just to pull up some specifics from that document, Suhana, basically they want to, for example, tax high carbon aviation and shipping fuel. Certainly that would get the aviation and shipping industries looking closely at this. Also, they want to put into place the world's first, what they're calling carbon border tariff, essentially forcing companies or manufacturers from outside the European Union coming from places with less stringent climate policies to pay for the CO2 emitted in producing whatever product they're selling into the EU. And that would include steel, cement, fertilizer, for example. And I was looking at the EU and Canada trade. 3 of the major categories include machinery and transport equipment. So this is a policy that could potentially impact Canada's export into the bloc. Now, they're also looking at banning the sale of combustion engine vehicles by 2035. Again, huge deal for the car industry. Now, Sahana, one thing that they keep reiterating, it's not new, it's the sense of urgency needed to get things done. And they cited Canada's recent climate heat wave to drive this point home. Take a listen.
There is no time to waste. People are dying in northwest Canada because it's 50 degrees Celsius there. Northwest Canada. Siberia reaches temperatures over 35 degrees. Central Europe is over 40 degrees. We saw tornadoes in the Czech Republic. Who would ever have thought of that? So anyone who wants to deny the urgency of the climate crisis should look again.
If we're looking at the numbers, Suhana, the EU as a bloc contributes about 8% to the world's total emissions, but they do want to take a leading role, clearly, by presenting this ambitious plan. But it is going to be a tricky road ahead in trying to negotiate the final blueprint, Suhana.
So ambitious would be the word of the day, but it still needs to be approved, as you mentioned, by the European Parliament. How likely, Tessa, is that?
Well, I think there is the political will to get something through, but the question is just how ambitious will that final version be? Because the question is cost. Who is going to pay for this? Who is going to be footing the bill? Will it be companies? Will it be people? And, you know, we've already seen protests in Europe, in France in particular, against hikes in fuel costs. So this is the essential question that they need to address. But look, they're making no apologies for the fact that this will cost money. And so they're trying to present it as something that they will be helping countries that need transitional help to get this through. So, Hannah?
Tessa, CBC's Tessa Arcilia in London.